How many mags should the average Minuteman carry on his kit? Hey everybody, I'm Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness, and I'd like to talk about exactly that. How many mags should you have on you? And first I want to get into some things like the purpose of a Minuteman and who Minutemen are. First off, the biggest thing is the Minutemen are standalone. They don't have the massive supply train in the U.S. military industrial complex behind them. They are just average people out there just responding to a situation where they may be needed. So, with that said, we can't just get resupplied all the time. We need to carry more magazines on us than the average infantryman out there. Before I get too deep in the topic, I want to mention if you're living in Alabama, I forget exactly where, but if you're looking for some good quality training, they specialize in medical and comms, but also some handgun and carbine stuff. Prepared Citizens Training Group. I'll put the link in the description below. Not affiliated with them whatsoever. I just figured, hey, if there's some good training opportunities out there, we need to talk about it and share it with the community. I'm all about building community. So back to the topic at hand. Before I get into my kit and how many magazines I have, how many magazines you carry, what kind of kit you carry, how much you carry is really dependent upon your fitness. If you're not fit, you're not going to be able to carry all this stuff. I always want to be more fit. I am nowhere near as fit as I want to be. So I'm always working on it. And I'm not young anymore, so I got to work twice as hard as some of the younger people. But with that said, also, before I get any deeper in the video, yes, I would have a pack on. I'm just not showing that today because I didn't feel like it. The pack has at least 6 mags in it. So that's good. At least 6 more mags. With usually I have 2 of them readily accessible on the outside for teammates and or for myself. I can just drop the pack and I got 2 mags right there when I'm setting up a hide, I'm setting up an OP, anything like that. So 2 on the outside, 4 more inside in a readily accessible compartment. All right. I know one thing people will say is you don't need that much ammo because you're going to die before you get a chance to expend all that ammo. Well, that may be the case. It may be the case where you'll die before you even expend a single round of ammo. But look at it this way. If you are in a firefight, if you're on a 2-way range and you run out of ammo, you don't have enough, well, your chances of survival are pretty much nil. So I like and advocate always carrying plenty of ammo. So let's talk about this kit a little bit, how I have it set up and how many mags I'm carrying currently on my kit. I already mentioned the 6 in the pack. On this kit, if you've seen recent short I did, we got 6 up front. And then I have another pouch here with 4 more. There's 4 mags. 2, 2, and 2. There you go. So that's 10 mags. And then what I incorporated recently, not that long ago, is another 2 mags. Right here. On a drop pouch. Let me show you that. All right, on this drop pouch here. What I did was, this drop pouch normally has these buckles that lower it and make it carry way down here. A lot of people in the military put their gas mask on there, sometimes magazines, different things. But what I did is took all the buckles off and I just used the belt, the loop, the Velcro loop, and I put it directly around my belt. So it's right up there nice and tight. And then I put 2 mag pouches on it, a little tiny pouch back here for some extra camo makeup, camo myself up. So 2 more mag pouches. These are Spectre mag pouches, nice and tight up. I adjusted the strap so it's nice and tight here. It's not flopping around. It's up near my center of gravity, so it doesn't affect me as much as it would if it was flopping down there. So it's nice and tight to my body. It's not in the way. It clears everything getting to it. Everything clears. My dump pouch is behind it, so I don't have any access issues with where my dump pouch are and getting to my magazines. Clearance issues are very important. One thing I also like to note before I go any further is if you guys can notice the color of this top, if you guys like it. It started out as it's a proper what is it, the TRU or something like that. I forget what it is, but it was OD green. I'm not really a big OD green guy. I like Ranger green, like these pouches. This turned out more like a breen, kind of like a brown green. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or tell the difference, tell the coloration. And in the sun, no, not so much. I think you can kind of get the gist, and you can see the Velcro patches turned out darker. What I did and how I got it that way, well, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go to the link in the description below for Patreon. Join up there. It's $1 a month. I mean, come on, I'm putting out a lot of good stuff there, a lot of stuff that we don't talk about here on YouTube because I don't have to speak in parables. I can actually speak my mind and talk about real issues, real stuff, and a little more personal and a little more in depth on some things. So please join us on Patreon. Like I said, it's $1 a month. It's well worth it. I'm really trying to build that community over there. I love my patrons. Those guys rock. It's Team AP over there. But all right, so back to the kit. Another thing I want to talk about really quick is I changed recently. I had a different dangler. I added this dangler. This is from Condor. It's the draw down waist something strap. I don't know, but it Velcros in just up under behind the chest rig. So this is a good admin pouch. I'm liking it so far. Back to magazines and firepower. With 10 mags, that's 300 rounds, plus another 2 down here, that's 360 rounds. Plus, if I run a D60 on there, that's 420 rounds. That's some decent firepower. If I'm running a 30, you know, that's 390 rounds. Whatever, you guys can do the math. But I would rather carry more than I need than be in a situation where I don't have enough. And like I said, if you're fit enough, and you can go out and shoot, move, communicate, go through the woods and stuff like that with this much weight on, then good on you. I highly recommend, and I do it all the time, get out there and train. You have to. You got to train in your gear. A lot of times, like even if I don't want to get out in the trails, I don't want to get in the woods, I'll put all this stuff on, including my pack. I'll get on my treadmill. I'll put it at a nice high incline and then put it on like, I don't know, 3.5 speed with a nice incline and all this stuff on, and I'll ruck for at least a half hour, usually an hour or more, because fitness is key. So being more fit will enable you to carry more magazines, which may save your life, as well as fitness in a lot of other ways will help save your life also. But I hope you guys think about your kit and how it's set up and how to set it up really effectively, because all this stuff matters. I want to do a video soon about some other stuff I feel is very, very important for the modern Minuteman, which is camouflage and how we set up our kit and how we do different little things. You'll notice some different little things like this, the little scrim and stuff like that here and there. That's what will keep you alive. But anyway, I'm gonna do a whole separate video on that. I got a lot of stuff to talk about that, as well as another upcoming video. I'm gonna show how to set up an OP, which is an observation post. You can also call it an LPOP, listening post or observation post. It's not necessarily, it's not a fixed fighting position, because I'm not gonna build it in such a way it's designed to be fighting from. It doesn't have ballistic protection and stuff like that, but I think that will be another really good video. And also, if you're still here watching this video, I'm also not only going to cover tactical stuff. It's just, that's my experience. It's what I really like talking about. And I will get into other stuff about prepping and preparedness also. But for the modern Minutemen out there, fitness, carry a lot of magazines, make sure you have enough water on you also. Make sure your pack is squared away, and go through it. Go through all your stuff all the time. Pull everything out. Put it all back in. For one thing, you'll find more efficient ways to pack your stuff, and you will get down in here in your brain of where all that stuff is located. Just like one little fix I did, I'll mention really quick. Today I did. My buddy asked if my shears ever fall out. Well, I said, well, no, not really, but I thought, maybe you're running through stuff, I may snag them and pull them out sometime. So what did I do? I just added a little rubber band here on them. So what that enables me to do is, can it still get pulled out? Yes, it can still get pulled out, but then they'll be dangling there hopefully, and I won't actually lose them. So simple little things like that. And if you've noticed recently, I used to have my rat's tourniquet up here. I moved it down here in between the setup here. And I feel that this is a much better location for it because it's nice and tight out of the way. Plus, I don't really think I'll ever end up using a rat's. It's just, it has different capabilities, so I like having one on me. My primary tourniquet is the cat tourniquet, of course. But anyway, I hope you guys are out there training. I hope you're getting your kit set up. I hope you're getting yourself squared away. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.